So, welcome to Slow Vinyasa, the free online yoga class that happens every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And this month, literally today, is November 1st. It's the first of the month. And for the month of November, we have a new theme. It's Root, Radiate, Rise. And the featured pose that we're going to be working towards to help us better understand this theme is the one-legged wheel, or 𝒂𝒏 Urdhva Dhanurasana in Sanskrit. So we have 5 weeks in November, and each of those weeks is going to have a different focus. This week, or today, we're going to focus on feet, the placement of our feet, and foundations. So this is going to be a really delicious, almost very, not back to basics, but yeah, kind of back to basics, just a nice vinyasa flow, a nice slow vinyasa flow with focus and intention placed on our feet. So for this particular class, you won't need any props. You can use them. You're welcome to use them. But starting next week, you will need some, 2 blocks and a strap. If you can grab them from whatever you have in your house, or I also have 10% off for Manduka. So if you're watching on Zoom, I can send you an email with that link. And if you're on YouTube, there's a link somewhere in the description somewhere. And if there's not, just reach out to me and I will give it to you. So let's begin today in a seated position in Sukhasana. You can bring your feet cross-legged, one foot in front of the other, hands to your knees, palms facing down. Looking down at the floor, or allow your eyes to close. Bring your awareness to your spine. Notice if you have any tension, if you're curving anywhere, maybe in the lower back or maybe in your neck. We don't want to completely remove the curve, but just straighten it out. So pressing down through your tailbone. And you might feel your hips rotate forward as you slightly lean back, rising up through the back, rising up through the back of the neck, lifting up through the heart, and pressing up through the top of your head. Relaxing the muscles in your face, in the jaw, in the shoulders. In the legs. And as you feel this new space that you're making in your body, focus now on your breath, moving in through the nose, down into the base of your body, filling that space. Exhaling out through the nose, maintaining the space in the body, and just slowly releasing the air. Begin to equalize your inhale and exhale. And though you're breathing through your nose, you're breathing from your chest. So you're going to feel it drag down the back of your throat. And it's not rough, it's very gentle, but it has a feeling and it makes a sound. Connect to that breath. As you inhale, count slowly to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Counting to yourself. Continue breathing as you bring your hands together in front of you. This breath is the most important part of the practice. Putting a focus on it now so you can stay connected to it. It keeps you present, and it's easy to get distracted, to hold your breath. But this is the first thing that gave you life, this breath. As you took that breath coming out of the womb, that prana entered into your body. And this is the ultimate guide. This is the ultimate life force that carries you through everything you do. So focus today on your breath and do your best to stay connected to this rhythm, to the sound, to the feeling. And take one moment to set any intention for your practice. Slowly begin to open your eyes if you have them closed. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, keeping your hips pressed down towards the floor. So you're pressing down with your hips, reaching up with your arms. Exhale your hands down to your sides, palms down. Inhale, palms up, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms down. Connecting movement to the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale to your sides. So just down in the middle here. And roll your head over to the right. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Maybe take your right hand, bend the elbow, place the fingertips on your head gently, and gently pull, like you're just pulling the energy. You're not physically doing it, so you're keeping the neck safe, gentle, reaching through the left arm, through the wrist and fingertips. Exhale, slowly rotate your head to look down. Extend your arm. Rotate your head to look up, slowly, micro movements. And lean over to the right, bring your right hand to the mat, reaching straight up with the left arm, long neck. Breathe into the left side of your body as you press your left knee down towards the floor. And no music today because we are connecting to the music of life, the breath. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back up to the center. Gaze forward this time. Turn your neck right where it is to the front. So kind of like the forward motion. Rolling over to the left. Bringing your ear to your shoulder, stay here, or you can bend your left elbow, bring your fingertips to your head, gently pulling with the fingertips as you reach with the right arm, reach with the wrist and the right fingertips. Exhale, slowly rotate your head down towards the mat, looking at the floor. Extend your arm. Inhale, looking up. Oh, and maybe you get little micro cracks. I always do. Looking up and then bringing your left hand down. Reach your right hand straight up. Extending through the right side of the body as you press your right knee down. Breathe. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back up. And then right where your neck is, just rotate your chin back to the center. Cactus your arms. And rotate from the center of your body. Try to not move your legs. Rotate over to the right. Extend your arms and bring your left arm forward, your right arm back. Press your fingertips into the mat as you lift your chest. Relax your shoulders and twist from the center of your body, from your belly. Stay here, or you can take your left hand to your right knee. Twist a little deeper. Inhale to lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist at the core, twisting from your belly. Feel free to stay here. Another option is to take your right hand behind you and grab the inside of your left thigh. Listen to your body. Your body trumps me. Anything I say, your body is above me. So listen to your body. Do what feels best for it. Continue breathing, especially in these twists. We start holding our breath. We stop breathing. Slowly come out the way you came in, releasing the back arm, then releasing the front. Inhale, reach the arms up, neutralize the spine. Exhale, cactus the arms, twisting from the center over to the left without moving your legs. Keep your legs planted down. Extended the arms. And bring your right hand forward, left hand back, fingertips pressing. As you inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist, stay here, or right hand to the left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Stay here, or take your left hand behind you and grab the inside of your thigh. Exhale, slowly release the way you went in, come out. One movement at a time. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, neutralize the spine. Exhale, hands to the mat, coming onto your hands and shins. Separate the fingers wide. And you want your hands under your shoulders or a little bit beyond, just to give yourself some space. I'm going to take little circles over to the right, massaging the wrists. And over to the left. Coming back to center. I'm going to take some cat-cow. As you inhale, drop your chest, lift your tailbone, and look forward. And so normally in the past, we've done this where we look up, and what happens here is that I'm compacting, or I'm making less space in the neck. I'm crunching it in or cranking it back. So we want to remove that and keep the neck long, which means you're looking forward. Exhale, pull the belly in, release your head down. Back of the neck is long, press into the upper shoulders. Inhale, drop your chest, lift your tailbone, look forward, keep your neck long. Exhale, pull your belly in, roll through the spine and release your head down. Inhale, drop your chest, lift your tailbone and look forward. Exhale, round your spine, pull your belly in and release your head. Inhale, coming into a neutral spine. And these movements actually have a purpose. They lubricate the spine. You're moving all the fascia tissue. So we're getting the spine warm and ready to move. Tuck your toes under, lift, press back into downward facing dog. Release your head. Take time to pedal out the feet. Or you can do what I like to do, which is just bend one at a time. I like to go really slow, breathing into one leg. And then switching sides, breathing into the other, giving my body time to open up slowly. Bend both knees deeply, press into your hands and feel the length of your arms rising up your back into your tailbone, and then with the balls of your feet, press your tailbone up to the sky. Release your head. And slowly, keeping your arms, your back, your tailbone, everything where it is, start to lower your heels down as far as they go. You can feel free to keep your knees bent also if that feels better. We're all going to bend our knees deeply. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet. Let's go slow, warming, waking the body up. Walk your feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lengthen, hands to shins. Feet are hip width apart. Press forward with the crown of your head pressing back from the tailbone. And bring your hand to your stomach. So you want to, instead of this, if you're noticing this and you're pressing into your thighs, you want to pull your belly in. Press into your heels, press into the balls of your feet. This is we start focusing on the feet. Feel every part of your feet pressing down. Pull your belly in. See how the spine is long. Lengthen through the chest. Exhale, fold forward. You want to feel that every time we lift into halfway. Press into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a moment here to move side to side, focusing on the feet. If you feel comfortable, I would even say close your eyes. Take your awareness down to your feet and notice what's happening. Notice how you're grabbing the mat. Are your heels touching the mat? Does it feel like your heels are pressing down? What about the balls of your feet? Do you feel like they're firmly planted? If you separate your toes, lift them up and then bring them back down, can you feel the tips of your toes supporting your body? And then feel the outside of your feet and the inside of your feet. Find where you may be leaning more to one side or the other. And then slowly stop swaying, coming back to the center, and feel your entire foot pressing down into the mat, rooting down like a tree. And if you're doing it right, you should feel something rising up the legs, even into your glutes, into the front. That just activates everything up like a little domino effect of Maintain this awareness in your feet. As we continue the flow, inhale, reach the arms up. Open your eyes if you close them. Exhale, bending at the waist, bending at the hips. Fold all the way back down. Forward fold. Inhale, hands to your shins. Lift halfway. Belly in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take your right foot way back. Drop the knee. Release your toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Shoulders above the hips. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift and press your left foot back, downward facing dog. Stay here or shift your weight forward. Drop your knees, release your toes. Lift your chest. Exhale, lower all the way down, elbows in. Inhale, lift your knees, belly in. Roll and lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, release, down. Inhale, up onto the knees. Exhale, tuck, lift and press back. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, bring your knee to the nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee. Release the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Lift and step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet. Rise all the way up. Exhale, bend and float all the way back down. Inhale, halfway, belly in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot way back. Release the knees and toes. Inhale, arms up, shoulders above the hips. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift and step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Stay here or shift the weight forward. Bring your knees down. Release the toes. Lift your chest. Exhale, elbows in. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the knees, belly in, lift. Roll through the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale onto the knees. Exhale, tuck, lift, and press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Drop the back knee, toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Lift and step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your feet back into downward facing dog, or shift the weight forward into plank. And from here, you can bring your knees down if you like. We're going to lower all the way down or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Here, your feet are still hip distance apart. Reconnect with that firmly planted, rooted foot. We're focusing on the root today. Bend your knees, drop your hips, focusing on your feet. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Diagonally come into 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒃 Dhanurasana, chair pose. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend and fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog or come into plank and take your vinyasa. However you choose to do it, exhale to lower down. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Keep the back heel lifted. We're going to come into a high lunge. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands back down. Step the foot back into plank and or downward facing dog. And if you're taking a vinyasa, exhale to lower down. Inhale to come up. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step the foot back, downward facing dog, or take your vinyasa. Exhale, lower all the way down, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, look forward. Step or hop to the top. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Press into your feet. Inhale, drop your hips. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Chair pose. And exhale, stand. Come into Tadasana. Mountain pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a big step back with your left foot. We're coming into warrior two. Bend into the front leg. So the front heel is in the middle of the back foot. Make space in your hips. Maybe bring your hands to your hips and just rotate your pelvis forward a little bit so you're not sticking your butt out. And then sink into that. Keep your knee above your ankle. Reach your arms out to the sides. Open up through the chest and upper back. Reach through the fingertips and then gaze forward towards your right hand. Now today's practice is about feet and foundation, so grounding down. Even in this pose, find where your feet are firmly planted. Your right side, your left side. Take your back hand down the back leg as you reach up and then back, reverse warrior, open the right side. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh, reaching back with the left arm, and then take it down and forward, diagonally. One long diagonal line from your fingertips down the left side of your body, down the leg to the outside of your foot. And then with your forearm, press into the leg to lift your chest up and draw your right shoulder blade down your back. Keep that right palm open, facing up. If it feels okay, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Open up the left shoulder to lift and open the chest. And then take your left palm and flip it back, rotating through the shoulder. Long neck. Feet firmly planted. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming up into warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Now, if you have a block, this would be a great place to use it. Place it on the outside of your right foot. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You're going to reach forward and take your right hand to your right shin. But be gentle about it. Keep a slight bend in your knee if you need to. We're not leaning all of the weight onto that leg. We're just using it as a support and then reaching straight up with the left hand. Continue pressing firmly into both feet as you breathe. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Lift the back heel up and then step the foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands down, heart center. If you close your eyes for a moment or just bring your awareness to your legs, you can probably already feel the difference. The right side may feel stronger, more stretched out, feeling good, feeling alive. So you're going to wake up the left side now. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a step back and out with your right foot. And make sure your front heel is aligned with the center of the back. And then bend into the front knee. Make space in your legs so the knee comes above the ankle. Bring your hands to your hips and open the space in the hips. Bring your pelvis to tilt slightly forward. Slightly. These are micro movements. You can feel when it's just right or when it's just too much and you need to back off. So listen to your body overall. Open the space in the chest, in the upper back, as you reach your arms out to the side, reaching through the fingertips. Feet firmly planted. Turn your gaze to the front, just beyond your left middle finger. Breathe and rest in your warrior, peaceful warrior. Take your back hand down the back leg. Inhale, reach the arms straight up before reaching back, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh. Reach your right arm back and then take it down, forward, into that diagonal line from your fingertips, down the right side of your body, down the leg to the outside of the foot. With your left forearm, press into your thigh to lift your chest and draw that shoulder blade down the back. Pull your belly in. And maybe look up towards the ceiling, open up the right shoulder, lifting the chest. And then flip your palm to face back, rotating through the shoulder, keeping your neck long. Aware of your feet, rooting down, firmly planted, giving you the support you need to sustain this shape. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back up to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Use your block, otherwise reaching forward, and gently lay your left hand on your shin, reaching straight up with the right arm. Pressing into both feet. Notice how the pose feels different when you intentionally put the focus on your feet. And you notice how much support you have in those two things. Your feet are amazing. Thank you, feet. Thank you, feet. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming back up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, lift the back heel up, step the foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend and float all the way back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your feet back into downward facing dog or plank and take a vinyasa with me. Exhale to lower down, however you like. Inhale to lift up. Open the heart. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. And as we stand here, usually the focus is on getting this leg as high up as you can. But we're not doing that today. Just lift the leg up and instead bring your focus to your left foot. Notice what happens when you focus on really planting and rooting down through that foot. You may notice a shift in your hips. You may notice that you're no longer concerned with lifting that top leg. You're just concerned with holding it up, keeping it straight. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Bring your knee to your nose. Step the foot in between your hands. Drop the back heel down 45 degrees so your heels are in one line. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. And let's hold this for a moment. Rooting down. And you may feel a sensation in your left hip flexor here in the front. You're going to need this to go into that one-legged wheel. So don't force it, but just breathe into that space and gently allow the hip flexor to open as you press back firmly into the foot. Being mindful of your body. Discomfort is okay, but if you feel any pain at any point, just back off and go back into it really slow, lovingly. Bring your hands down to your sides. Reach the arms back, palms facing up. Open the heart. So look up, but don't look all the way up where you're going to bend into your neck. Keep the neck long and just lift the heart up towards the sky like a Care Bear. You're just shooting hearts out from your chest or shooting stars or whatever it is. Whatever you like. Keep the lower back long. You don't collapse into your lower spine. Your legs might be feeling this, like a lot. Just breathe. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Lift the back heel, drop the knee, release the toes. Step the foot over to the right, bring both hands to the inside. I'm going to take a soft lizard lunge. So we're not going to drop down, but stay on your hands and be mindful of that hip flexor. If you want to go a little deeper without going down to the mat, you can reach your right arm up. Do a gentle twist over to the right. If that feels okay and you want to go deeper, you can bend your back foot and reach back towards your right foot, your left foot, pressing into the palm, your left palm to lift your chest up. It's okay if you touch your foot or if you don't touch your foot, as long as you're feeling the stretch in your left hip. Most importantly, breathe. Exhale, slowly release. Bring your hand back to the center. Lift, tuck your toe, lift the back leg. Step your right foot back into plank. You can press back into downward facing dog or feel free to take a vinyasa. Exhale, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Notice the difference in your hips now. Reconnect with your breath. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. I'm going to recalibrate the body. Once again, pressing into the foot. And notice what happens to your hips when you press into your right foot. Plant it down, root it into the ground. Grab the mat with your toes, your heel, the ball of your foot, and reach up or reach back, more like it, with that lifted leg. Bend your knee, bring your knee to your nose. Step the foot in between your hands, drop the back heel, 45 degrees, one line from heel to heel. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. And by the way, if your hips open out to the right a little bit, that's okay. Squaring your hips forward is old school, as I learned from my most recent teacher, Laura Burkhart, who does a lot of studies with surgeons and physical therapists. So it's really important to let your bones do what your bones are meant to do. And so if you're not squaring forward, it's fine. Let it go out to the side. That's cool. Pressing into both feet, rooting down. Bring your arms down and reach them back, palms facing up. Open your chest. And maybe lift your gaze a little bit, keeping your neck long. Open up that Care Bear stance. Care Bear pose. I'm sure this is called something else, but we're going to call it Care Bear pose. Spreading all that love and light from your heart out into the world. Delicious. Keeping your lower spine long. Take a couple more breaths, pressing into the feet, feeling your thighs activated. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Lift the back heel, drop the knee, release the toes. Bring the hands to the inside, walk the left foot out. And let's lean forward into lizard lunge on the hands. Stay on your hands so you can lift your chest, open the shoulders. Breathe into the right hip flexor. And as we're doing these, you have this hip attachment that attaches the bone to the muscle here in the hip. And if you go too deep, it's possible you can tear that. So just be really mindful. If it's like, oh, that feels, just back off, back it up, back it up. Go back in slowly and be gentle with your body. You know, you only have one. This beautiful thing was made for you. You want to go deeper, inhale, twist and lift your left arm up to the right. This is the left side. Up to your left. Open the chest, pressing into the right palm to lift yourself up. Then if you want to take it deeper, bend that back leg, reach back with your left arm. Maybe you touch the foot, maybe you don't. And wherever you are, breathe. And at least with the front foot, you can still firmly plant down. Notice your feet in every single shape we make today. And notice how your awareness of its existence changes the way the pose feels. Slowly release. Going out the way you came in, coming back to the center. Tuck your back toes, lift the leg up, step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Now we should feel nice and even. Gonna bend the knees deeply. Inhale, looking forward. Step both feet forward and sit down, or you can hop and sit down. And extend your legs out in front of you, pressing into the heels. Your heels lift off the mat a little bit. And then press your hips down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Neutralize the spine. Exhale, hands down to your sides, pressing into the palms. Lengthen through your upper back and neck. Pull your belly in. This is an active pose. My whole body is shaking right now. Pressing through the heels, pressing the hips down, pressing into the palms, lifting the chest, pressing up through the crown of the head, and all the while finding the peace in the pose. Slowly release. Use your hands to shift your hips forward. Bring your feet to the mat. And slowly lower yourself down all the way. Bring your feet in, hip width apart, toes pointing forward. So, this is another thing that we've always learned, to keep our feet all the way back and touch your heels. You don't have to do that. You can bring your feet a little bit forward. Really, it's about feeling the footing, feeling where you can properly ground and root your feet. If your feet are too far back and it feels weird and your knees are, shooting forward, that's not the right spot. So find that spot. If you just close your eyes and feel for it, you'll know it once you find it. Stay in that spot, toes pointing forward. Press into the balls, the heels, the toes, the outsides, the insides of the feet. Root the feet down first, and as you inhale, lift your hips up. We're not even going to go into the full bridge, just feeling the feet right now. See what that feels like. Slowly lower down. Keep your feet rooting down. This time we're going to open the palms up and make more space in the arms. Arms to the sides, palms facing up. Root the feet. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift your hips up higher, pressing into the feet. Bring your shoulder blades, walk them closer together to the center. And make your neck long. Move your chin away from your chest. Keep pressing and rooting down into your feet. Notice anything different about this bridge. Breathe. Let's take 2 more slow and full breaths here. As you exhale, slowly lower down. Whew. And so maybe you felt that in your feet, you felt that your thighs were activated, you felt the hip flexors also activated and pressing forward. There's lots going on. It's so amazing how when you just put your awareness to something, it almost feels a little more intense. It feels, it's like, whoa. All right, we're gonna try one more time. And if you want to come into a full wheel, if you have that in your practice already, I encourage you to bring your hands behind you. Bring your hands behind you. Take a deep breath in. Otherwise, you're coming back up into bridge where it feels good. For right now, we've got 5 weeks to get there, so no need to rush. Take a deep breath in as you lift yourself up, pressing into the feet and to the hands. Lifting the hips up, opening the chest. Wherever you are, take 2 more breaths. Lengthening through the lower spine, so pull your belly in to support your lower back. And slowly bring it down. Slowly release all the way to the mat. Reaching the legs straight up to neutralize the spine. Bring your belly button in towards the mat. Press through the heels. Feel free to use a strap to support you, or you can put your feet up against the wall. Arms to your sides, neck is long. Deep breaths. Slowly bend the knees, bringing the feet back down to the mat. And separate the feet so they're the same width as your mat. Bring the knees together at the center. Pull your belly in. Take your arms overhead and grab opposite elbows. Lengthen the spine. Release your arms out to the side, or you can cactus the arms. Separate the knees. And we're going to very sloppily, just very messy, move and drop the knees over to the right as you gaze to the left. Coming back to the center, bring your hips to the center if they moved, and drop your knees over to the left as you gaze to the right. Come back to the center. Anything else that you want to do, yogi's choice. And then we'll meet in Shavasana. Extend your legs out in front of you. Make space in your legs, make space in your arms, make space in your body. Inhale through the nose. A gentle sigh out through your mouth. Coming back to your body with a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly moving your toes, your fingers, head from side to side. Not rushing. Extend your arms behind you, reach your legs forward, take a big stretch. Like you're waking up for the first time. Bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around this beautiful vessel that was made just for you. It's not weird to tell your body that you love it. And if it is, then I'm weird. I tell it all the time. Thank you, I love you. From here, you can roll to one side and come up, or simply cross your feet and lift yourself up into a seated pose with your eyes closed. Hands on your knees, palms facing up, open to receive whatever wisdom the day has in store for us. Your chest lifted, your heart open, your spine long from your tailbone up to the crown of the head. And your breath has plenty of space to move and dance around in your body. Bringing your hands to heart center, taking a moment to honor and acknowledge the intention you set at the beginning. Bring your hands to your third eye, your thumbs to your third eye, gently bowing forward, honoring this moment, honoring each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today, for showing up, for moving, for breathing all of this deliciousness into your Wellness Wednesday. Next week, we are going to be focusing on core and radiance. So don't miss that, because that's a really important piece of this whole thing. And if you're not signed up for the newsletter for Radiant Living, I highly recommend that you do that, because that's a way to stay connected to this vibe, to this community on a daily basis. I send little micro emails, literally one sentence, one paragraph max, every single day to help you on your journey to personal growth and well-being. So you can find that at crystalariel.com/newsletter. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot. So thank you for joining. I hope you have a lovely week. Oh, this is going to be saved. So I was not leaving the recordings up, but I'm going to leave it up so that if you want to come back tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, whatever, to practice, you can. So it'll be up on YouTube. I will send it to everybody so you have it, so you can practice. And thank you. I love you. Thank you for being here. Have a delicious Wednesday.